Only now we have the Americans, we have the American government, Imagine, they said Abdul Basit al-Megrahi was going to die. They gave him 3 months to live. Well, this is the greatest fucking medical recovery since the rise of fucking Lazarus. Abdul Basit al-Megrahi is alive and well. He is actually doing capoeira. The man has taken up fucking salsa. And now all of a sudden they tell us that Abdul Basit al-Megrahi had 6 months to live. Do you remember? Let me show you how the establishment sets it up. Because they kill motherfuckers and they release them. Do you remember Ernest Saunders? Ernest Saunders was the financer for Guinness. And he was involved in millions upon millions pounds fraud. Ernest Saunders was sent to jail. And then Ernest Saunders said, because remember Ernest Saunders' establishment, Ernest Saunders said he had Alzheimer's disease. And so they released Ernest Saunders early on the basis that he had Alzheimer's. And this is, for me, the golden moment when I really respected Jeremy Paxman. Because Jeremy Paxman was in the audience of the press conference that Ernest Saunders was giving upon his release. And Jeremy Paxman looked him in the eye. And Jeremy Paxman said to Ernest Saunders, when all these others are asking silly questions about what are you going to do now, blah, 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 blah. Jeremy Paxman asked him the most potent fucking question. Jeremy Paxman says to Ernest Saunders, how does it feel, Mr. Saunders, to be the first person ever to recover from Alzheimer's? They'd give it. Oh, he's worrying about his own people now, is he?
That bloke
Sir.
is an idiot. I
Sir.
known him to long from the
You
war
failed to
starting
connect
in
the
Iraq.
dots.
He's a Kurd.
The rehabilitation process of Gaddafi came about when Gaddafi helped the West during their war with Iraq. How did Gaddafi help them? Because the West was saying Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. They spent $5 billion trying to find non-existent weapons of mass destruction. So they were in a crisis. The whole basis of this war was on weapons of mass destruction. Tony Blair today is still being crucified on the basis of the lack of intelligence. And so, to cushion the blow, they had to give you something major in the news. And so the week before they released the report saying they have nothing, they reveal in the papers, Colonel Gaddafi gives up his nuclear centrifuges. And so they says, Gaddafi's being rehabilitated. Gaddafi gave up a few fucking pipes that were worthless, that were doing bullshit, nothing. And the world framed them as Gaddafi on a mission to gather weapons of mass destruction. So Gaddafi helped the West to cushion the blow of the fact that they have nothing. And so with the help that Gaddafi gave, they then decide to rehabilitate Gaddafi. Remember, when Gaddafi gave up Abdul Basit al-Megrahi, Professor Black was the chap who instituted the trial in the Netherlands. Scotsman. Mandela said the trial was unjust. Colonel Gaddafi paid every victim of Lockerbie $10 million, knowing that he was innocent. They still denied responsibility, but paid that money. Why? Because they knew they were sitting on one of the largest reserves of oil in Africa. So by paying billions, they would still profit by billions. And look at Libya now. Last week, Gaddafi made a statement saying that he's going to, if Britain pays him or the West pays him, he will stop black motherfuckers from coming to the shores of Europe. And he says he will stop the dark ages from descending upon Europe. Look at how the motherfuckers switch now. And Gaddafi has done a lot for Africa. Gaddafi has done so much for Africa. But he ruined his legacy by now playing into this contemporary game. I don't believe this world can last for much longer in its current format. It's corrupt, and we know it's corrupt. For the first time, we know there's something happening under our skin, but we don't know exactly what it is. We see the elections of Barack Obama, a black president, and Barack Obama was only elected because he was black. Let me explain. Barack Obama was elected because America had to change its image. America had lost so much credibility on the world stage. So much credibility that only a black president could redeem them. I knew Barack Obama was going to win when we had, what's his name from Fox News? Rupert Murdoch. When Rupert Murdoch began backing Obama, you knew something was going on. But look at the election. People thought, oh, the elections was free and fair. Never in the history of elections has a Democrat had to run against such lightweights. Look at John McCain. John McCain is 103 years old. He has had 2 heart attacks. He's 1 heartbeat away from death. And he is the main candidate. The second is runner-up is Sarah Palin, the village idiot. The village fucking idiot. Obama couldn't fucking lose. The only way he could fucking lose is if he was Mike Tyson running. But it was Barack Obama. John McCain, he came bottom in his entire university, second from bottom. Obama came top of his class. Look at what Obama gave America a new license, a new lease of day of life. Because so many people had turned their backs on America. They'd lost confidence in George Bush. Because let's be honest, what Bush was running with the neoconservatives in America was what can only be described as fascism. Fascism. What is fascism? Let's be clear about the definition of fascism. Fascism, as created by Mussolini, is far right-wing authoritarianism. The relationship between the state, the church, and business. Look at it. We have Blackwater, a private security company, going out to Iraq. We have Halliburton making it right over. It was fascist. We had Donald Rumsfeld as one of the major investors in the antidote for anthrax. It was fascist. But the world media would never call it fascist. If it was Germany, yes. If it was Austria, yes. But no one would dare criticize America for being fascist. But America was fascist. It was far right-wing authoritarianism, where they invaded countries without any mandate, where they totally reduced the United Nations to being that of an NGO, to delivering aid, a rubber stamp for their foreign policies. It was fascist. Only Obama or Hillary Clinton. So they gave you the option, and they created it as a revolution. If you voted Democrat, you would have the first female president of America, the first time ever, revolution. Or you elect a black man as president, first time ever. Now, many of you believed Obama, and you believed something was going to be different. But it's business as usual. It's just a nigger in the White House. Business as usual. Business as usual. You can say it too. Feel free. Feel free. I won't hold you against you. These are only words. My friend, we have a black man in the White House, and we believe there's going to be change. In fact, his entire campaign was led on change. Change, change, change. Change we can believe in. Yes, we can, was the slogan of Obama. What did Obama promise you Americans, but more importantly the rest of the world? Because when we around the world follow the American elections more than we follow our own fucking local elections. That's the empire we live in now. So we followed what was happening in America. So, Barack Obama promised that he was going to close down Guantanamo Bay. First promise. We thought, wow, revolutionary. Barack Obama said, we're going to withdraw the troops from Iraq. We thought, whoa, that's what we want. Barack Obama said, we're going to sedate the war in Afghanistan. Very impressive. Furthermore, we're going to bring peace between Israel and Palestine. And the Muslims are saying, Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! We thought our